Hello and welcome to a new makeup tutorial. We're going to dive into the art of makeup. But I like to use makeup to alter my whole persona, to become someone else. I made this last year and this look today will be inspired by this piece. First thing we'll do today is block out the eyebrows, and we use a simple Pritt stick for that, which is transparent and it still works, you know. It's not the same as the purple one I use on American Drag Race. I don't order from Amazon, as Amazon doesn't deserve my support. So what we do is you get the Pritt stick and you start applying it upwards onto the brow. Trying to create a shield. Let it dry and then you apply a second layer. With a little wet wipe you can remove all the excess glue. Right, once it's dry, you're gonna set that with some translucent setting powder. You just press it on to the eyebrow, make sure you close your eyes. And it's a little bit like plastering. So this is a technique from the drag queens, which is where men or women, you know, change their gender by using makeup and perform. It's a performance art. Actually kind of originates from Shakespearean times, where women weren't allowed to perform on stage, and so men had to portray the female roles. And of course then the ballroom scene in New York. Alright, with a foundation in your own skin color and a little bit of a little tool, you're going to cover yourself with foundation. Start in the middle. You just want to dip this on, and then your alien look will come together. And this is how you create a canvas, just like with a painting. A blank canvas, and then we can use eyeshadows and all other types of pigment to paint whatever you want onto your face. Based on this art piece, we're going in and look for a blue color and an orange color, and then later apply black for details. Real Pigment makeup palette by Nikki Tutorials, which has plenty of colors. And we're looking for this blue plot twist and a nice orange, which is probably going to be between Aura and Redemption. Start softly and gently. I will then apply this here, and above it we'll start applying this blue. So when you come to the eyebrow, because it's a different texture underneath, you want to kind of put the pressed powder on it, and you do not want to wipe because you're going to actually just ruin the glue underneath. It's quite fragile. Now we're going to move on to a different color with a different brush. I'm going to start gently applying that right underneath the blue here in my eye, and bring that into the under eye. So I want to bring the orange kind of down to the side of the nose as well. I want to go into the color Zomer, which is more of a peachy orange, and blend that from there on down. Ooh. Bring it to the side of the nose, because eventually we create a kind of line in the middle which will make the nose look thinner than it actually is. I want to go a bit darker, like if we're good at painting, there's a bit more, you know, blending going on there. So I'm going into the color Amsterdam on the Nikki Tutorials palette, very little bit. I will start applying that over here on the side. Put the old color plot twist on top of the darker color, so it becomes more of a cloudy kind of shade. I would do the same in a painting. You apply different colors and layer on top of it. So because it's quite pink, orange and blue, I want to kind of blend it and layer it. So I'm going back to the color Redemption, and as I did on this side, put that just on top of the pink, and you'll see it becomes a nice underlayer. As this is the art of makeup, I am changing my appearance. That's why I blocked out the eyebrow. So we're going to redraw a new eyebrow, and we follow the line of the blue and then kind of go towards your temple above it with another eyeshadow. This time I go with a Clinique darker shade, which you can find in many different palettes. You dab it onto a small soft brush, and then you start carefully applying it kind of where your eyebrow naturally starts, and then you go upwards and try to match, of course, the other side of the brow. Of course, this is not a very realistic eyebrow, But the idea behind drag makeup, or what I'm doing here, is that you create like a facelift without, of course, having a facelift. To make it more realistic, I want to bring in some highlights towards the temple or just underneath the eyebrow. So I'm going in with Mama Tutorials, which is a blue glittery shadow. And just follow the shape of the brow. To create the birds on the eyes, I'm going to start in the inner corner with a very thin black line. And then you go to where the colors come together. For the bird eyelash, I am going to cut these already used eyelashes in half and apply them only on the outsides, like wings of the eye. And I put the two together, so there's one thick bird wing. And then I'm gonna apply that on the outside of the eye. We wanna exaggerate that with some white, and this is a new stick, Cookies and Dreams from e.l.f. We're going to apply this at the, what do you call it, water eyelid? Right, I needed a hand and a mirror, so I had to do this off camera. It's on, and this will actually make your eyes look a bit bigger. So now I want to go in with some mascara. Any plain black mascara will do to emphasize these new lashes. Alright, so I just drew a little bird on my bottom lip, and just to match the painting, I'm going to draw a few more. And it's actually just a little V shape. And I think this is the finished look, is it? Art is always about creating and moving on, and that painting has been done. And I looked at my eyebrows and I realized that should be a bird flying away. So with black, and that's why I told you start with light colors, you can always go darker. Let's turn this into one giant bird. Follow the eyebrow. And we'll make this a mother bird. Let me just do that and then we finish the... Alright guys, inspired by Frida Kahlo, who is a painter, I actually saw this monobrow and I thought this should be a big bird. I hope you enjoyed my makeup tutorial, the art of makeup, and above all, you should just have fun in creating things like this, regardless if it's on a canvas or if you turn your own face into a canvas. So have fun, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and always feel inspired and use the art of makeup.